And if we, as being that woman, if you can't manage yourself in regards to your emotions or have some sort of logical side, you will fuck your marriage or your relationship up, like rigorously demanding time that is the man don't got to give you.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of Sigma Male Diaries. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, subscribe, share, like, and hit that notification bell. And remember, hit all notifications so you'll be notified of my upcoming content. Today, I have a video from Anton Daniels. He's speaking with Love Dorsey, also known as AshleyMFchats, basically on relationships in regards to modern women. Do modern women really understand what it is about men, how we operate, what we need, what we want, what we expect, or have they been raised to be wives? Now, this video kind of intrigued me because I find it kind of interesting that in the manosphere, we can never talk about too much of this red pill stuff in regards to the modern woman. Now, I'm going to let you guys watch this video. I'm going to chime in here and there just to give my little commentary on my input on what I think should be really happening with these young couples, specifically with the young indigenous men and women in our community, aka black men, black women. But ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get to the show.
Goddamn playing with the type of bitch you done picked. Yeah. It's not realistic. So a lot of us don't qualify for those type of men because we can't manage ourselves. You can't have a man that, imagine if you worked at a company or, at your companies, you have a bunch of employees, which requires you to manage people, which means that you have to first manage yourself because we look at our bosses with a certain level of respect. You coming in with an attitude with us because your wife done ran you crazy all afternoon or all morning at the house, like you will not have very many employees that are of value.
That's what I was going to ask you too. And I'm glad you already hit on a lot of the things that I was curious about, because one of the things that I was going to ask you is that are women realistic in what their expectations are with regard to dealing with certain types of men that make certain type of money or carry a certain level of prestige or have a certain level, lifestyle? Because I'll say for me and a lot of the guys that I know, we not available like that often, right? Sometimes I be gone, or I might be working 16, 18, sometimes even 20 hours a day, you know what I'm saying, depending on what it is that I'm doing. Do you think that women really understand what it is that they get themselves into when they ask for a certain level or a certain caliber of man?
No, not at all.
How do they because women always say, the one thing my wife always says, which it doesn't affect us, but that's just inherently who she is. She yearns for me, right? She always say, if I ask her, I say, because we do these self-checks like, yo, how you feeling, where you at, whatever. And I say, if you can have anything, what would you say? And she would just say more time with you, more time with you, whatever, which is one of the reasons why she just started working for me, because it enabled her to be able to spend more time, right? But are women unrealistic as far as the amount of time that they're requesting from a man, especially depending on what it is that he does for a living?
We are, and I'm saying this, I'm including in that because
really?
I am that way with my partner. Like, and I could tell sometimes from a man perspective, he may not even get it, but I'll be like, just come sit right here, just for a second, like, just sit right here. Like, it has nothing to do with sex or touching each other or none of that. Like, the way that we need that, and it comes natural. This is why I say when women be saying they don't want a man, they lying. Bitch, stop lying. It comes out of you naturally, especially when you find that person that I genuinely, this is my person. You want all the fucking time you could get with them. And if we, as being that woman, if you can't manage yourself in regards to your emotions or have some sort of logical side, you will fuck your marriage or your relationship up, like rigorously demanding time that is the man don't got to give you. And then of course, when you get into, successful men, you guys understand a lot of what I do is to buy back my time. When you listen to billionaires talk,
You're
that's
right.
all they talk about is buying back I chase, bigger investment deals to buy more time with my family and my kids, because after a while you start to realize at some point I'm gonna have more time behind me than in front of me. And now it's time to really look at what am I gonna be known for? What kind of legacy am I gonna have? Are my children set up? If I go before my wife, what is her lifestyle gonna look like? If she goes before me, what am I gonna need? Yes, this is when the grown folk side kick in. You start worrying about your health and you wanna spend more time exercising and looking at diet. Because when we get into eating and exercise, that requires time.
It does.
Even when you talk about eating healthy,
It does.
You got to have a bag. If you really wanna eat clean, it requires money.
You're right.
Or you gotta have the time to grow your own food. And if you talk about exercising, you gotta have the time. You can't get buff or built or physical overnight. There's no machine to go get fit. Oh, you got to put in time in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For this stuff.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to chime in real quick. What Love Dorsey and Anton Daniels is speaking on is very important and critical, because a lot of this is lacking within our young men and women. Like, you find these younger women and younger guys trying to date, but they don't really know what dating is. They haven't been taught how to vet properly. Just about getting up, hanging out, chilling, Netflix and chilling, what it is, going to have little fuck buddies or whatever, not understanding as they grow older, how would this have affected their life for the future husband or even the future wife. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you watch this video to its totality, and I'll be back in the end to say more about this whole topic, but I will be brief about it. Let's get back to the show.
Yep, I agree. One of the reasons why, even in our household, like the decisions that we make of whether or not we want to get, a cleaning service or, a chef for that.
I'm for all that stuff.
Well, it's because it enables us to not have to deal with, okay, I don't want you in the kitchen cooking all day. When I get home, I'd rather spend time with you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. No, because, we too far in.
Yes.
We've been in this thing for a long time. We didn't got past all of that. Now it's just, I want to spend time spending 98% of our time having a good time. I'm not about to be dealing with all of that other shit, right? Let me ask you this question, because I was telling you off camera before, and I never say his name, but my homies, right? And it's not just him, it's him and his friends, right? And I don't believe that they truly understand women.
Okay.
And I don't even believe that I was like them when I was their age.
You don't think you was ever?
Never, not even close to them. We was different, and maybe it was because we didn't have social media. It wasn't as prevalent or nothing like that, because I was born in 82. So in the 90s we was getting numbers, and all. It was different. It was real life interaction. They would rather shoot their shots in the DMs than approach a woman, in my opinion. Right?
Right.
It's
but
it's easy for them to fall in love. Like
You think so?
Oh my God. It seemed like when they see a girl, all of a sudden they be like, they just be feeling her all the time. Okay, if you had to give a young dude, let's say they 19, 20, 21, 22, what's the oldest amongst y'all? 18, 19, 21, 22. If you had to give them advice with regard to women, just general advice, what would you say to them?
Experience us. Multiple, date. Do not get caught up on one, because the first thing you got to do, and you said it earlier, is learn women. Women meaning us as a group, not one woman. When you're young like that, you're focused on learning one girl. You need to learn women in general, and you need that experience as a young man in order to value one woman when you get older.
Yeah.
You won't, when you don't have that space of knowing the value in monogamy or setting certain relationships up where there's a clear understanding of what we're doing. You don't have that. The other thing is, if I'm just gonna be blunt, look the fuck around. The music teaches young women. We're not talking about a well put together mental woman like me. I'm saying just the average female in that same age category. The music says, fuck these niggas, Get all you can get out of them. You the table. That nigga ain't shit if he ain't doing nothing for you. What the fuck can he buy you? Bitch, is he paying for something? He better pay for you and your friends. If he can't, he a fuck nigga. Girl, fuck that nigga. And if he don't do right, fuck his friend. The music is saying it's over and over and over and over. And every female artist popping is saying that. Every one of them. Yeah. You can't name me one that's popping right now just in urban hip hop that is not sending the message, niggas is not valuable. Fuck them. Get what you can get out of them. Bitch, I'm in Miami. I'm looking for my baby a new pappy. What's up? This is what we're being programmed. So, and you can't ignore that. Yeah. Like, regardless of one individual girl, you cannot ignore that the culture right now that's being fed to young girls is this. So I don't give a damn how much I kiss on you, love on this girl, be on FaceTime with her, take her on dates. You have to be honest that outside of me, she's being told otherwise.
Now, see, right there, that was a whole interesting point, because media, social media, entertainment outlets, Hollywood, you think of it, you name it, are teaching our women to talk down on our young black men and black men in general. I like to say Aboriginal or indigenous. I don't pretty too much use the word black when it comes to us, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. But ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you think about this shit that she just said, but ironically, it is the truth. Once again, thanks to Anton Daniels and Love Dorsey for bringing forth this comment for us to see, listen, and adhere to. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe, like, comment, and share, and hit that notification bell and select all notifications so you'll be notified of all my upcoming and latest content. I am being restricted right now, but I still have love for my YouTube family. Love you. Peace.